Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm trading the ES futures on a 2000 tick chart with a 21 EMA. So I've got my overnight highs over here, overnight lows down here. Now notice we push out, we have this one leg higher, it's one big picture leg. It's made up of these two smaller legs, but that's really just one push out. So we push out, and then we have this two-legged correction here. And so you can view this as spike up, kind of like a failed second entry, because it's you push up, you get the break, first attempt higher, second attempt higher. And then I missed this. I was pretty tired this morning. I just wasn't quite focused enough. But and if you did take it, you would need to get in at a price that you don't push it too far out of this range right here, because this right here eventually, this is a big picture leg down. This really is one leg down on a big picture. But you do got to play at one level at a time. Price action levels get bigger as the day goes on. And so I would be afraid of it breaking out and then having a second attempt down, because on a big picture, this is one attempt to fade the overnight. And so you can expect a possible second attempt similar in size or to actually complete the fade. And the best place for that to happen would be right at this breakout right here. You can get something similar to this. And so you wouldn't want to push it out very much. So you would need to get in at a good price. But yeah, I just missed this area here. Missed this trade. So anyway, we do push higher here, and we get this breakout pullback. And so it's kind of like a higher low right here. It's just right into this resistance. Once again, you'd be afraid of it making another leg down to fade this range right here, because the ranges are magnets. And so we do push higher though. There's no entry. Push back lower, and then I didn't want to go long here, even though you have this failed second entry, possibly to complete a measured move. We rushed below the EMA, and once again, like I said, we could have another big picture attempt at fading the range right here. So I didn't want to take this until we confirmed back above the EMA, and we never got any ticks lower or any kind of higher lows or anything. But we just pushed higher here, and then we didn't reach the measured move. We rushed back down. We started chopping at the EMA. It got very choppy. You can't really enter this stuff. There's nothing clear here. And so you get this right here, and then you can see this breakout. Most breakouts fail. Has STT all the way through, which means short-term trend line if anyone doesn't know. And then by the time you get a good bar here, a good red bar for a possible short, it's like you're going to have to push the target way out of this congestion right here. So you don't want to do that. And then this right here, I didn't like this because this measured move is here. And so at this point, you're entering like directly into the low of a measured move, entering directly short after two legs down. That's not a good place to go short. You want to enter on pullbacks. Like here, this is these are pullbacks right here. You don't want to enter short, into a measured move. And so anyway, we push down here. We almost reached the overnight high, and we bounce. There's no way that you can get long there. And then you go into this right here. It clearly has STT right here, and also it's just a first entry right here. I see that there's a tick lower, but on a big picture, that's just one leg higher. It gets kind of congestive. It bounces off the EMA a little bit. Then we just zoom on higher. So now we have a couple legs up here. The second leg is obviously much bigger. We get congestive right here, so we start forming this, stacked bars, everything like that, and then we have this very bullish bar. It's like a breakout bar. And so I just wanted more separation between this entry bar right here and this right here. The uptrend does have a break and a new high technically. But remember, you did just bounce off of the overnight high. It's nearly off the overnight high, and it very strongly went up there. So I would be worried about going short, especially after a very bullish bar like that. And then you also, you rejected that high right there, that range high. So unfortunately, I just don't see a way to get in there. And then you get that lower high right here with a horrible signal bar, and you just keep pushing lower. So now we have this second leg down here. So you have this first leg down, break, and now you're starting to get the second leg down. And so this is where the measured move leads to down here. And so we push lower here, and I wouldn't want to go long off of this overnight high because we do have a big measured move in play, and so that would be basically counter trend. We are off the overnight highs in this area right here, but it'd be like it'd be like betting on the breakout when you do have a magnet here, which is the overnight high, and it has an active measured move in that direction. So I would not want to go long right there. And so once again, the ranges act as a magnet, and so we had an active measured move. I don't want to go against that. So then we got this uptrend right here, small break, new high, but then we just plummeted down. And so I hopped in this. This was, pretty nice looking trade here. And then I was one and done because it was just felt all slow today. So got that. I took it at 1-to-1 because of how low the volatility was. And so I didn't want to push it down to that target, although clearly it does go plenty through it. But I just took it at 1-to-1. And so anyway, we bounce up here, goes a little bit congestive, we push lower, and, it kind of just chops between the, going back and forth, the range right here. So up and down. But there's really no way that you can enter long in here, and then there's no shorts right here. And then we just push on lower here. And so we go through that measured move. We could be getting a bigger channel here. And so these lows fit right here. We have these 2 off the highs, 2 off the lows. And, for a channel to confirm, you really want it to have 3. And so I would just consider this not in play. I'd be looking for a bigger channel at this point, because when you get a break before it confirms, you're likely to be in something bigger. And so we'll see how this holds. I'm done trading, so I'm not going to really stick around, but this could be what we're in. And so anyway, we push lower here, or well, where was I actually? We pushed lower here, and then it got kind of congestive. We started, we went a little bit sideways. We pushed higher here, and there's no way you can go short there. It just rushes above, and then you get a bad signal bar, and it's just, it's just not a clear entry. So then you get a second entry. So now that you have that double bottom, you have that first entry, second entry, rush well above the EMA. It's really just in a confusing area. The EMA is flat. You don't want to take this stuff. And then like this higher low right here, you could say failed second entry. It's not off of anything, and it's in no man's land. It's really not off of anything. And so we have another leg up here. You can see there's a leg up there, break, second leg up, and then of course that's what led to the break of this channel right here. Let me draw this. So yeah, and then you obviously don't want to go short into a trend line like this, but you couldn't anyway because it's not off of anything. So once again, this had a break before it confirmed, didn't reach that overnight level here. You don't want to go short there. And then of course it's also into STT, so that's another bad thing. But yeah, I stopped trading basically immediately, so I didn't basically immediately after I took this trade right here. But anyway, we rushed back lower here. We get this lower high. Got kind of congested before we get it, but that actually looks pretty good. Rush down like that with the momentum, even though I don't believe this trend is not confirmed, but we rush down with the momentum of this fade. That looks pretty good. Just get out at 1-to-1 because it got pretty congestive right here, and it looks like it's holding from back here. So just get out at 1-to-1 for that. I think that probably happened while I was making this video actually, so I might have missed that right there. But anyway, that's gonna do it for the video. Ending the day early, but yeah, I'll see y'all next time.